everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Married at First Sight. This is season 11, episode 17, and it was the grand finale. So basically, it was the reunion. I am glad that y'all put it in the comments underneath the video that aired on Wednesday that the reunion was Thursday night, because I would have straight missed it. I mean, it would have been recorded or whatever, but I would have straight ignored it like it was one of the other Married at First Sight. Like, you know how they do the couch thing and then they do something else. Sometimes I watch them, sometimes I don't, and then 9 times out of 10 I just go through it and delete it. So I would have straight deleted the doggone thing had y'all not said it was the reunion, and I would have missed it. But so thank y'all for telling me that the reunion was last night. So I did watch it. It was entertaining, to say the least. To me, it didn't really need to be 2 hours long, but I mean, in Married at First Sight fashion, they had to give us 2 hours, so that's what they gave us. This recap review is not going to be a lot because it wasn't a lot that they hadn't already talked about at the decision day, so it was kind of mostly repetitive. We did find out a little bit more on Henry and Christina, but let me tell y'all, Henry really ticked me off when he did that. So I was kind of like, yeah, I ain't with Henry right now. I said, you got me over here feeling sad for goddamn Christina. I don't, I don't like that. So let's just get into it. So Kevin Frazier, something is in my eye. So if you see me blinking excessively, something is in this eye over here. But Kevin Frazier, the man from Entertainment Tonight, he is the host of the reunion, and I think he's always the host of the Married at First Sight reunions. So far the couples have been married a little over 6 months, so they brought him back for a reunion. I was like, why y'all just ain't wait a year or something? But I guess they said they had to get them over with because they've been with them for long enough. So he was at some other location, and the couples were pretty much filmed in the one area, minus Amelia and Bennett, because they were still in Richmond because she's working all the time, so she couldn't come up to go to the studio to film. And then Brett, he had talking about he had a mandatory quarantine rule or something for his job, so he was filmed off location too. I was trying to figure out why the other couples could be filmed together if they're trying to social distance, but maybe they were quarantined together, so that's why. But if they were going on about their lives, why? I don't know. I couldn't figure out why it was okay for them to all be in the same area versus Kevin. I don't know. Y'all let me know. But anyway, it started off with Woody and Amani. Of course, they are looking adorable. They are dressed very cute. He had them silver damn shoes on again. I said, Lord. They did a little montage of their whole wedding or marriage again. So that was really cute. Child, Woody was sweating like a whore in church. Okay, because I said, why is he sweating so much? Like, he was sweating harder than a damn pig going to slaughter. Like, what was going on with the... And then I said, why he had no undershirt on to soak up some of that moisture? It was a mess. His whole shirt was just soaking wet. But so he was nervous. Not Christina. Jesus. Amani was saying like it was the lights that was making him hot and stuff like that. And I was just like, all right, whatever. But they was just too cute. They had each other's initial on them, so I really thought that was cute. They said that their marriage, they're still in like the honeymoon phase. They're still going good. She was going to change her last name to Randall during the quarantine, but she couldn't get to the Social Security office because, of course, everything was still closed down and stuff. So she did say she was eventually going to change her last name over to Randall once everything kind of opens back up, and she can go ahead and file the paperwork for that. We saw like a little clip that they had left out of the show where Dr. Viviana had told her, because I guess his sex drive is higher than hers. So to get her in the mood, I guess, Dr. Viviana told her to read at least 20 minutes of erotica to get her in the mood and stuff like that. She said she did not read that. And she was like, don't tell Dr. V, don't tell her. I was like, girl, she gonna see this episode, but whatever. What else? Their families blended well, but we had already kind of saw that at the wedding night, that their families was meshing and everybody was kind of getting along. But they said that their families are, blending, they're talking and stuff. And then the big thing was one of the reasons why Woody was sweating, other than the lights and maybe the hot studio, I don't know, but he was going to propose to her again. And then of course they had to make it seem like it was so dramatic and stuff, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's nothing, no secret that he was trying to keep from her, that she hasn't already found out, because one, his family would have dropped the bomb already, or her family would have already snooped and found out if something was askew with the relationship. But he just basically wanted to ask her for her hand in marriage again and give her a better ring than what the producers and the show had gave her. And it was a really cute ring. Of course she said yes, and then that was pretty much it for them until like the end. And Amani was saying like it was a beautiful fairy tale, like I met this guy, we got whisked away on a trip, and then we fell in love. So this is the definition of a fairy tale. So I was just like, I love them. Brett and Olivia. So like I said, Brett was at home, Olivia was in the studio. What happened, child? Olivia, of course, she said she don't got no feelings for him. She wishes him well. That was her that was her favorite line. She wishes him well. Somehow it came up that, of course, because they showed the montage and stuff like that, she said that she wasn't attracted to him. Sometimes she would be attracted to him, and then he would do something that turned her away from being attracted to him and stuff like that. And then, of course, he said that he wasn't attracted to her. Like in the beginning he was, and then during the show or during the course of their relationship, he lost that attraction based off her inability to be flexible, and something else. He said her inability to be flexible, and they just weren't clicking. It wasn't any chemistry there or whatever. I was like, really, Brett? Okay, because this is the first time we hearing it. So I feel like he just basically saying that because she said that she wasn't attracted to him. So of course he want to feel like, oh, well, I wasn't attracted to her either. I was just like, boy, bye. He said he wanted somebody who would compromise and all this other stuff. And she was like, well, I know for a fact that you said that I wasn't the one for you, because when you left, that's what you told me, that I wasn't the one that you wanted or whatever. So I was like, ooh, well, that was kind of harsh. And what else? She said that she learned that she will not, what she will take and what she will not take, and that she wants to find somebody who also does not want any children and who will want her for her, because she doesn't feel like he wanted her for her or whatever. And I was like, well, you know. And then she was just like something about he was the asshole or something like that. And Kevin was like, so you calling Brett an asshole? She was like, yeah, he is an asshole at times. And so, because they were saying like something about because what did he ask her, or he asked Brett, was the Olivia that we see on TV the one that you saw or whatever? And Brett was basically saying like, I don't think anybody's description or depiction of them on TV was how they really were, because everything was kind of skewed. It was taken out of context and stuff. And that's when Olivia was like, well, you can't make up somebody being an asshole, which is true. If you an asshole, the camera can't make you look like an asshole. You got to give them something that makes you look like an asshole. If you just being all prim and proper and good and stuff, they can't be like, oh, well, you know, he's an asshole. Because where would they get that from? They have to have some kind of footage to show that you're an asshole. And yeah, you was an asshole. Oh, that's what he said. He said she was inflexible and judgmental. I said, well, I can kind of see that. She was a little judgmental, but he was judgmental too on her finances and how she spent her money and how she lived her life. She was like, her bills paid. Why the hell can't she take a trip every year? And why the hell can't she buy a nice bottle of wine and stuff like that? I don't see nothing wrong with it. As long as your bills paid and she's single, why she can't do the things that she wanted to do? I don't know. But Kevin had asked, was he dating? And she was like, yeah, he all over Tinder. He dating all over New Orleans and stuff. Like, I be seeing they be sending me the screenshots, the conversations. He be dating my friends off Tinder. I said, damn, not the friends. So She was saying the thing that got me was dating is expensive. And the fact that he was frowning up his nose at me for wanting to take a trip every year and buy a nice bottle of wine and do some fancy things is kind of like, when you out here just dating, like, get out of here. And she did have a point. Like, dating is expensive because 9 times out of 10, the dude fitting the bill. So you spending out some money. If you trying to impress somebody, you really spending out that money. What was it Woody when he was like, our weekly date night's gonna be $150 a week or whatever. So imagine if Brett's spending that kind of money when he going out on these dates. Child. So what else happened? Yeah, she just feels like she was gypped, basically. That she was gypped, that she didn't... She said that she's not sad that they're broken up. She's sad because she feels as though she was gypped, that she didn't get somebody who really wanted to take this experience seriously and so forth. So, that was it for them for right now. 1 second, y'all. My bad, y'all. I had to turn off the doggone notification thing because that ding ding, that's annoying. Amelia and Bennett. So like I said, they were in Richmond filming because Amelia was basically off that morning for the reunion to film because she's working 5 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And then when she get home, she's still got to chart some more stuff. So I was like, goodness. So they stayed in Richmond versus driving all the way up to New Orleans and all that other good stuff. So, they're still married, of course, and they're still doing good. They have a little home in, Richmond, and I think it was maybe like 2 rooms or something like that. So it was like it was fit for them pretty much. She works in family medicine. So like I said, she works in a hospital. I guess they have a clinic there or something. And she's working 5:30. Was it 5? No, 5 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. He got a full-time job doing solar power consulting. So it sounds like he go like maybe door to door asking people if they want to switch over or maybe making phone calls or something. But he has a full-time job. So I was like, go ahead, Bennett. All right, get it. They said they're both taking the precautions and stuff, especially since she's working in a hospital, and I guess he's more in touch with the public and stuff like that. So they're getting tested not every day, but they're getting tested often. They're up in their hygiene. I said, praise them. Woohoo, yes. So they're doing all of that. They're happy. He sees her family once a week because she was from Richmond originally. So her family is down there. So they spend time with her family at least once a week. And what else? They did say that they don't spend a lot of time together because she's working and he's working. But they're ready to take it on. Like they're prepared for it. They're communicating. They're doing all of this stuff so they can still be in contact with each other and help their relationship grow. So I love that. And what else was it? Oh, and then they said, because Kevin had asked if they are still talking about kids and stuff. And she was like, we are basically just having regular conversations at this point. So I thought that was cute. And then they wanted to sing some song to Kevin. And I was just like, I ain't really understand the song. And I was just like, ooh, okay. Kevin looked like he was bopping, but I don't know. But the song was weird. Bennett, it was an Amelia and Bennett song. Okay, that was it. And then that was it for them too. Then Christina and Henry, child, a mess. Them two never had a chance, pretty much. They never had a chance. And the problem and the reason they did not have a chance was basically Henry had shut her out, pretty much. He shut her out from day one, from the wedding day. And that's what we found out. He says that, because first they was talking about how the intimacy didn't happen, and she was saying like she wished it would have progress naturally, and took its own thing, but she wasn't gonna force it. And then she said that she wasn't looking for nothing from him, like she wasn't what did she say? She was trying to downplay it, like she wasn't craving him or wanting some attention from him and stuff like that. And the fact of the matter is, you wanted it, but since he wasn't showing it to you or whatever, then you just kind of turned your stuff down. You just turned it off and whatever, because he wasn't giving it to you. you wanted it, but he wasn't giving it to you, so you didn't expect it or whatever. And he says that he didn't want to make her think that she was gonna be for them to be together or something of that nature. That's what I got from it, because he was saying like at times it was a moment that he wanted to kiss her, and then he was saying like, can you imagine I would have kissed you and then you would have thought that I wanted to still be in a relationship with you. Like, he never really got that thought out, but that's what it sounded like he was about to say. What did y'all feel like he was trying to say when he was talking? Because that's what it sounded like to me. Like, he didn't want to give her I can't get it out. He didn't want to get her hopes up or whatever. It was like, oh, I want to kiss you, because he said that he still craves stuff or whatever, but he didn't want to do it to her because he didn't want to give her that hope. And that's crazy to me. Like, if you wanted to kiss her or wanted to hug her or hold her hand or whatever, like, just do so. But to me, it seemed like he just cut her off straight off the gate at the damn wedding day, because he found out that she was in a 5-year relationship. And I think she had said that at the wedding when she was talking to Kristen and Trishelle. Didn't they ask her at the wedding or something when was her last relationship? And I think she did say that she was in a 5-year relationship or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what she said. So she said it at the wedding. And he even said that he found out that night at the wedding. What else would you have found out? Because you didn't talk to her. This was married at first fucking sight. So, see, I'm sorry, y'all. But Henry really, like, ticked me off with that. Because it was like you was expecting to hear her say something before you got married. The whole premise is married at first sight. So you find out stuff about the person that you marrying on that night. You're not going to find out stuff about them prior to going down the aisle or anything like that. So he was kind of like, oh, well, she was in a 5-year relationship and then it was 8 months. She only had an 8-month time span between the time that she got married or stuff like that. So that was a red flag to me, because I like to decompress and do all this. Okay, that's you. Some people are not like that. Maybe we all should have a little time to ourselves and, have a little downtime and so forth. But not everybody does that. Some people hop into a relationship and then they find out, oh, that ain't the one. And then they might date. And then they find the one and then they with that person or whatever. And then if they want to work with that person, then they talk to that person, communicate with that person, all that other good stuff. But he didn't do any of this. He found out that this girl was in a 5-year relationship and then she just got with him 8 months after. But he never brought it up to her that it was a concern. He never said to her, like, look, I heard that you was in this relationship. People are telling me that you were in this relationship and stuff like that. Are you okay to be married? Like, is there anything that I can, like, something, talk to her about it. But he didn't say shit to her. He just held it in and then moved slow and cautiously, because he found out that the relationship was toxic and that they did toxic things to each other, and then that she was in a relationship with a married man and all this other stuff. And he was getting bits and pieces from people at the party and all this other crap, but he never went to her not one time and talked to her about that shit. So that really pissed me off. So you never had any hopes or any thought that you was going to be with this girl because of all of that. So you just wasted 16 fucking weeks of her life. That really pissed me off. I was so mad. So mad at that, because I was just like, really? So day one, you already knew you wasn't going to do anything with her. You already knew you wasn't going to move forward with this relationship with her. So why even go forward? Like, why not even at the time when it was quarantine, why not be like, you know what? Do a fucking Brett and be like, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. I signed up for 8 weeks. This is not what I'm going to do. But you just kept giving her hope and hope and hope that this was going to change, or we need to communicate and stuff like that. But you never wanted to be with her. And then you also found out that she was lying about where she lived. So that was a red flag. Like, all of these things. Not saying that his red flag meter shouldn't have been dinging off and stuff. However, talk to her and find out what's going on versus holding that shit in. And then at the end, week 16, you want to have a conversation. No, get out of here with that mess. I'm done with that. With that. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about the whole Christina and Henry thing, because that right there had really ticked me the hell off. I was just like, really? So you wasn't going to kiss her or do nothing because you didn't want to give her hope to make her feel like she was going to be in this relationship? Like, come on, yo. That was pretty much... Oh, and then also, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get that out because that had really ticked me off. And Christina is dating somebody. She says she dating right now. She with some dude or talking to some dude. It's real casual, but he travels. She says she was just in Mexico. She probably was in Tulum or Cancun, because that's where everybody and their grandpapa going during this dang quarantine. And she said it's nothing real serious, that she's just dating and having a good time, and she's happy right now. I said, good girl. And then Henry said he not with nobody, but somebody said that he was with a girlfriend, and he said, well, if I'm with her, I hope she got nice hair, nice shoes, and let me call her up sometime so we can hit it up. I said, all right, whatever, Henry. Miles and Karen, because of course they saved them for last to build up the dramatics. Child, they still together. So they still together, and they finally did it. I said, praise God. She finally gave that man some. So they doing good. Nothing is really going wrong in their relationship right now. She said the moment that he started talking to her and telling her really how he felt versus telling her what she may have wanted to hear, that's when she really let her guard down and was able to consummate the marriage. So I said, okay. I mean, we all may not like Karen, but he loves her. He's in love with her. They in this relationship, y'all. So I need y'all ladies to go on and cancel y'all trips down there to New Orleans, okay? Because he said he married, okay? He is married. And get out that man's DMs. I know y'all in his DMs and stuff. Get out his DMs, y'all. Get out of them. He said he married with Karen now. Now, if something come up and they break up, God forbid, because, you know, I want everybody to be happy and in love and stuff. But if something were to happen, you know, then y'all jump in his DMs and give him a shoulder to cry on. But right now, y'all leave that man alone. Respect his marriage, okay? He said that he getting along with the mama. Karen's mama loves him. And we saw that at the brunch. She did say, if Karen start getting out of line, I'm gonna reel her ass back in. So he said the mama be texting him all day, every day. She in love with Miles. I said if Karen do break up with Miles, the mama gonna have a whole problem, and it's gonna be like, all right, well, let me talk to you, Miles. You gonna come over for Thanksgiving and stuff? It's gonna be one of them things, and Karen gonna be sitting there looking uncomfortable. So, but they said they doing good. No children right now. I said, well, I was like, Kevin, why you asking about some damn kids? They just fucked. Like, goddamn. Like, no, they ain't having no children right now. Let them get to know each other for a while. And they basically said that ain't no children coming up no time soon. What else happened, child? I think that was pretty much it for them. Oh, that video where they showed that they did not put that clip in the episode when they did the foot race and Karen fell. I cracked up. But she wasn't hurt or nothing like that, so I could have laughed. But Miles had ended up winning, so I thought that was cute. What else? That was pretty much it for them, child. They are happy in love and doing good, so I'm happy for them. They also talked about when everybody got together. So the two couples and Amelia and Bennett on the video came on, and Olivia was sitting there. So was it? No, I said two couples. It was three couples. You know, Kristen. You know, all of them came together minus Brett, basically, because Brett was like he not going to film the group thing no more. He dipped out and stuff. And what is so telling about Brett is the fact that nobody is in contact with this man. Nobody. Woody said he checks in with Brett just to see like, you alive, dude? You okay? You doing good and stuff like that? But other than that, no one else on that cast, 9 other people don't talk to this man. I said, that is crazy. And they brought up the whole bachelor party and how his behavior was and stuff. And Henry was saying like his behavior was real telling. Like he was like obnoxious, and he pretty much acted the way he acted at that bachelor party, how he acted in his marriage and stuff. And then Olivia said that she was really appreciative that Christina had came to her and stuff like that and told her what was going on and stuff like that. She was kind of surprised because she was like, you just met him 10 seconds ago. I've been knowing him for this while. So, but she did see kind of like, well, dang, I understand now, because she didn't know the details of the bachelor party. but when she found out the details, she was like, okay, I can understand why she came to me and stuff like that. So that was it. They did little home tours. The cute thing about the home tours was that Miles and Karen and Woody and Amani live, I'm gonna say, like on the same block. They might live maybe like 6 houses apart from each other or something like that. So I thought that was really cute. And they said that they meet up every other day to have a good time and stuff. So that was really cute. What else? Oh, and Woody and Henry have like a real close relationship and stuff. And then they talked about the whole text message, and it was real uncomfortable. And that's when Henry wanted to bring up that what's that child name? Christina was in a 5-year relationship and it was toxic, and she was married. The man was married and all this other stuff. Like, you don't know the details. Like, you can't speak on hearsay because you don't know if somebody fudged that. And then you don't know that what was so toxic about their relationship. Like, you don't know what was going on in there. You don't know if there was some abuse going on. Like, you don't know nothing. You just talking, and then you saying this all in front of everybody. You could have said this when it was just them two and then Kevin, but you want to put it all out there on Front Street in front of everybody to embarrass this child even more because you was embarrassed by the whole false gay allegation. Like, come on, like, grow up. Like, that shit pissed me off. I understand he mad and he maybe would have been petty and all this other stuff, but that girl, like, any other time when she be doing her crying and stuff, and I'd be like, girl, stop. But that at that moment, I really felt bad for her, and I really felt sad for her because you could tell like she was hurt and really just wanted it all to be kind of over. And that's what she said. I was like, God damn, I'm here feeling sad for goddamn Christina. What the hell is going on? But that's what they talked about. What else did they talk about? The fan favorites, like I said, the DMs and stuff. Miles said they were sitting up in the DMs, and Karen like, what were they saying in the DMs? I was like, yeah, girl, because you better jump on and keep your man, because all the women's want him. All the women's, you know, all of them. Shit. I'm in a committed relationship, so I don't want him. But all the women's out there want him. So she better hold on tight to that man. And then Olivia said that she was not a fan favorite, but she said she living her life. She don't give 2 canaries. And she said that she got a whole group of friends and stuff like this out of this whole marriage. And then they had this some little trivia thing where like peeing in the shower and buying stuff with your spouse's permission and yada yada yada. And that was pretty much it for this season of Married at First Sight. Like I said, the other season will be in Atlanta. They're showing the previews, and the previews look kind of interesting. Of course, I will review it when it comes out in January. That one where it's talking about she pregnant, I said, oh, I think it's the baby mama, not a baby mama, like his old ex-girlfriend got pregnant or something like that, and then he married. What he gonna do? But I don't know, because y'all know they be sizing up the doggone preview, so we'll see when it comes there. But I'm excited. It's gonna be in Atlanta, like I told y'all before. So I'm gonna be there. Season 12, I'm gonna be there. Y'all gonna be there? Or y'all pretty much done? I know y'all gonna be there because y'all like the drama too. But anyway, y'all, if y'all like this recap review, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what y'all felt about that, about the reunion there in them comments. And also hit subscribe if you are not subscribed to my channel, and then hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all, until next time, peace.